Between July 26 and 27, 2025, an extended period of exceptionally intense rainfall has triggered widespread and severe flooding across multiple regions in northern China. The deluge has heavily impacted Hebei province and its surrounding areas, including the cities of Baoding, Yi County, and Puping County, as well as the nation's capital, Beijing. Meteorological authorities have confirmed that this powerful weather system is part of a larger rain band, driven by seasonal monsoon patterns and significantly intensified by warm, moisture-laden air currents originating from the South China Sea. The storm system delivered 2 consecutive days of highly concentrated precipitation, overwhelming urban infrastructure, river systems, and mountain watersheds, prompting a multi-level emergency response. The crisis began to unfold on Saturday, July 26, when the first wave of torrential rain was recorded in Yi County, a mountainous area situated in the western part of Baoding City, Hebei province. According to official data released by the local meteorological bureau, Yi County received a gnashing 48.7 millimeters, approximately 17.7 inches of rainfall over a single 24-hour period. To put this figure into perspective, this amount is roughly equivalent to the region's entire average annual rainfall. The sheer intensity of this downpour, in such a short time frame, completely overwhelmed surface drainage systems and led to rapid, dangerous runoff from the nearby mountains. By late afternoon, flash floods began to develop, with water levels rising sharply and alarmingly into the evening, affecting numerous townships across the county. As a direct consequence of the July 26 deluge, local authorities immediately launched a mass evacuation campaign. The operation prioritized villages and low-lying residential zones deemed most at risk of inundation. According to official figures from Baoding's Emergency Management Bureau, approximately 19,000 individuals from 710 households were safely evacuated through a coordinated effort using buses, boats, and hastily established temporary transport routes. The severe weather also led to power outages in several rural communities, and major sections of provincial roads were submerged under more than half a meter of water. Furthermore, early reports noted minor landslides along hillsides in southern Yi County, which blocked critical access routes and prompted urgent geotechnical inspections to assess further risks. On Sunday, July 27, the weather conditions deteriorated further. The most dramatic rainfall event was recorded in Puping County, also located within Baoding. A local hydrological monitoring station in the town of Shangdao measured an unprecedented 145 millimeters, 5.7 inches of rain in a single hour. Within a devastating 8-hour window, the total precipitation in the area reached 540 millimeters, 21.2 inches, once again far exceeding the region's average annual rainfall. This extreme level of concentrated rainfall triggered high-volume flash floods, destructive mudflows, and powerful water surges, particularly along the tributaries of the Hutuo River. Hydrologists on site noted that this was an exceedingly rare short-duration rainfall peak, raising grave concerns about the downstream flood risk in adjoining districts. The floods caused widespread structural damage and, tragically, resulted in human casualties. Local government sources confirmed that 2 people had lost their lives, with 2 more officially listed as missing following incidents involving collapsing embankments and the rapid inundation of homes situated near riverbanks. In response, more than 4, 6 and 55 residents were relocated to temporary shelters set up in public schools and municipal buildings. Aerial footage from rescue helicopters painted a grim picture of submerged farmland and stranded villagers waving for help from their rooftops. Emergency teams deployed rubber rafts and amphibious vehicles to reach these isolated areas, while mobile medical units were dispatched to treat minor injuries and provide crucial trauma counseling. In response to the expanding weather system, the Beijing municipal government issued yellow and orange level flood alerts across 10 of its 16 administrative districts. The mountainous northern and western areas, such as Mian-Mentugo and Huero, were particularly affected, as runoff from the highlands posed a serious risk of landslides and debris flows. In Fengjiayu village located in Mian district, the heavy rainfall severed the power supply and disrupted cellular communications, cutting off several communities from the outside world for over 12 hours. The city's flood control office deployed geological monitoring teams and coordinated closely with hydrological engineers to evaluate the stability of hillside settlements. At the national level, central government agencies issued a Level I flood alert across 11 provinces and regions, including Hebei, Beijing, Shaanxi, and parts of Inner Mongolia. The responsible ministry cited particular concern for small and medium-sized rivers prone to rapid overflow, and for mountain catchment areas where soil saturation levels had already reached a critical threshold. Local governments were instructed to enhance dam surveillance, reinforce embankments, inspect pump stations, and prepare sandbag barriers where necessary. As of Sunday evening, a massive, coordinated relief operation was well underway. The central government activated its emergency reserves, distributing essential supplies such as tents, blankets, portable water purification systems, and non-perishable food to the affected communities. A force of over 20,000 personnel comprising military engineers, local volunteers, firefighters, and Red Cross responders has been mobilized. Social assistance programs have been expanded to include emergency housing stipends, healthcare vouchers, and income support for displaced workers. These temporary resettlement sites are equipped with mobile clinics and psychological support teams, with special provisions made for the elderly, children, and individuals with disabilities. According to forecasts from the China National Meteorological Center, the worst of the rainfall is expected to shift northeast over the next 48 hours. However, localized storms may continue to impact parts of northern and central Hebei, as well as western Beijing. With the ground already waterlogged and many rivers flowing near or above warning levels, the risk of secondary disasters, such as landslides, embankment failures, and the collapse of hidden infrastructure, remains dangerously high. This event underscores the broader challenges China faces in managing intensifying rainfall patterns linked to regional climate change. As China enters the peak of its rainy season, this disaster highlights the urgent need for continued investment in advanced flood forecasting technologies, comprehensive river basin management, and resilient land use planning to better prepare for future weather-driven emergencies.